everyone in the room, I want you to raise your hand, that Christmas is your holiday, that this is the best holiday ever, and you love Christmas. Wow. Oh, shoot, I have the wrong talk. Jenna, thank you. I challenged both Jenna and Zoe this week to get to know a song that they haven't sung before. And, you know, I know that you can't breathe because you're...
Mariah Carey wrote that freaking song.
And so I know that 3.5 was pushing on your diaphragm, but thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Where are you, Christmas? And why can't I find you? So that song came from the Jim Carrey version of Grinch. Now, in my mind, I had it that it came out like 5 years ago, but when I looked it up, it came out in year 2000. So I think I've missed some Christmas. So for those of you who aren't familiar with this version of the Grinch, let me go through this quickly. First, we have the Grinch. Now, in this story, as a child in Whoville, and remember, Whoville is all about Christmas all the time. Everything is Christmas. So as a child, the Grinch was made fun of. He was picked on. He was harassed. He was made to feel marginalized. And he was hated. So what did he do? He ran away. He ran to the top of the highest mountain outside of Whoville. And he cultivated his hate. He hated all of Whoville, and he hated anything to do with Christmas. Think about that. He felt marginalized. He ran away. He hated. Almost sounds like the news. Our second character in the story is Cindy Lou Who. Now, some of you might relate to Cindy Lou Who. Now, as this young child, she's running around Whoville wondering, is this what Christmas is about? Is Christmas really the presents and the decorations and the celebrations and the food? Is that what Christmas is about? Now, our third character is her dad, Mr. Lou Who. Now, Cindy Lou kept trying to go to her dad to say, is this what Christmas is? But he's like caught up in the season and having to get all the decorations right and having to get the food and having to get the presents. And so he doesn't really hear Cindy Lou. He doesn't get what she's asking. Now, our last character, my favorite character, is Max the dog. Now, I loved it. Somebody yesterday came up to me and said, you know, even the Grinch has a dog. So what I love about Max, especially in this philosophy, is Max is at choice. And he chose to be with the Grinch. And in this particular movie, Max kind of helps with some moral compassing for the Grinch. So, love Max. I tried to get a horn for midnight, but that's a whole nother sermon. So, Cindy Lou is running around. She's trying to find the meaning of Christmas. And she finds out that she hears this about this Grinch person. So she tries to find out who's the Grinch. Of course, she gets the backstory and everything, and she's like, oh my God, the Grinch, the Grinch. I know. Let's give him an award. Let's give him the Cheermeister Award for this year. So she goes before the town, she nominates the Grinch, and the town is like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? The Grinch We don't want the Grinch. But she backs him down. She backs him down, and they went, okay, if you can get the Grinch to come down. So she goes up to talk to the Grinch, and the Grinch does everything he possibly can to scare her, to frighten her, to make her scream. And what does Cindy Lou Who do? She just laughs at him. You're cute. Come on down. So the Grinch shows up for the award. He comes down to Whoville, and oh my God, complete disaster. The town, like they're so afraid of the Grinch, and the Grinch is like, not kind of really taking it seriously. And it ends with the Grinch actually blew up the town square Christmas tree. And again, he's marginalized, he's hated. People are picking on him, they're pointing their fingers at him and saying, oh, not you. So he runs back to the top of his mountain. But now he's really angry. He's really upset. He's really hurt. So he plots to steal Christmas. I'm going to take Christmas from the Who's in Whoville. I'm going to take it from them. I'm going to take their toys. I'm going to take their food. I'm going to take their decorations. I'm going to take their presents. And he comes up with a plan to do that. So Christmas Eve comes, and Santa comes to the town and fills everybody's stockings and leaves presents. And as soon as Santa leaves, the Grinch starts his plan. So he goes down and he systematically goes through every house in Whoville. And he takes every present, every decoration, every piece of food, even the morsel of cheese left for the mouse. When he's at Cindy Lou's house, she woke up and she comes down and she sees Santa, because he's dressed up like Santa. And she's like, Santa, 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 what is Christmas about? Well, the Grinch is totally thrown off. And so he's like, it's about the presents. And Cindy Lou's, oh, crap. I was afraid of that. And so as she's sent up the stairs with her cup of water, she stops and she turns around and she goes, Santa, yes, don't forget the Grinch. Don't forget the Grinch. And the Grinch is like, but he continues. He continues until every morsel of Christmas in Whoville has been swept up. And so he heads with this Max leading the way on the sleigh, and just as he hits the top of the mountain in Whoville, the sun starts to come up in Whoville, and the Grinch is excited because he is waiting to hear the crying, the gnashing of the teeth. He's waiting to hear them weep. He's ready to listen to Christmas being destroyed. Now what's happening down in Whoville is they all come out of their houses and they're looking around and they're stunned because Christmas has been taken. And so the mayor of Whoville looks at Cindy Lou Who and says, it's you. It's your fault. You're the one who's ruined Christmas because you invited the Grinch. I hope you're proud of yourself. Can you imagine that being a kid, the entire town looking at you? Her dad finally got it. He's like, well, you know what? I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her because you know what? Christmas isn't about the presents. It's not about the decorations. It's not about the food. All I need for Christmas is what I have right here. And what he had right there was his family. He said, this is what Christmas is about. So all the other Who's in Whoville were kind of like, oh my God, he's got a really good point. He's got a really good point. Yes. So instead of hearing the sobbing and the crying, what the Grinch heard was that the entire town of Whoville holding hands and singing the Christmas song, "We welcome Christmas. Christmas is here, we welcome Christmas." So, as he's up there, he realized he hadn't stopped Christmas. It came just the same. It came without ribbons, boxes, or bows. The Grinch thought of something he hadn't before, that maybe Christmas doesn't come from stores. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a bit more. You know the rest of the story. His heart burst open. He's all love, and he runs down to the village because Cindy Lou Who comes to get him, because she kind of shows up and she says, you know what? No one deserves to be alone on Christmas. Well, and his heart bursts in, so then he takes all the presents and, oh, Christmas is saved. Christmas is saved in Whoville, and the Grinch becomes an outstanding member of their community. Yes? So, Christmas is about love. Now, I'm pretty sure that you all knew that. Did I just surprise anybody with that? And I'm sure someone out there is thinking, really? Can she not give us something else? We already have that piece. So, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. Maybe you lost someone this year, a parent, a child, a pet. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe things, just the whole family interaction thing, maybe it's not great. And so to be forced to run around acting happy, to be forced into the presents and the food and the decoration and the celebration, might not be totally where you're at right now. But here's what I know. No one can give you Christmas. And no one can take Christmas away from you. So I want you to consider that Christmas might be more about the opportunity to love. The opportunity to love. And so around you on the seats, there's a little yellow piece of paper or something stuck to a tag. Can you guys, everybody pick that up? Yep. And if you don't have one, they're over the seats. Go ahead and grab one off the seats. Now, we're going to do some practical application today. So what I would like you to do on the sticky paper, I want you to write down one thing that you hate about Christmas. Maybe it's the music on the radio 24/7. Maybe it's having to buy all the presents. Maybe it's like having dinner with the family members you only see once a year. But jot that down really quick. And then I want you to fold that up. Now, when the collection basket comes around, I want you to throw it in, because I'm going to collect all of that stuff and I'm going to burn it. I'm going to release what you hate. Now on the gift tag, I want you to do two things. The first thing is, what do you love about Christmas? There's got to be one thing that you love about Christmas. I love the lights on the trees outside because I walk my dog all the time. And so it's awesome to be walking at night and to see those lights. So quickly just jot down, this is what I like. That's the two. Now the from, in this philosophy, we absolutely know without a doubt that we have been chosen to be on this planet at this time, and we have been given gifts to bring to this planet at this time. So I want you to think about something small. But what is one of the gifts that you bring to the planet for this particular holiday? Maybe, just maybe, you are brilliant at cooking like Jacqueline, and you love to cook a meal, or baked goods like Claire. Oh my goodness. Maybe your little secret thing is like Don. I can see him just getting a bunch of people together and singing choirs, doing Christmas carols. What is your thing that you love, that you do well? Write that down. Because what we're going to do is we are going to create a tree of intention. We're going to take what you love and what your gift is, and we're going to set our intention for this holiday season. Now, those papers, you can finish them now or throw them into the collection basket, or if you want a little more time to think about what's on there, you can give them to me afterwards. So, the rest of that song. Did you guys catch the ending of that song? Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? The end of that song says, if there is love in your heart and your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. Now, I'm going to invite you, after we set these intentions, I'm going to invite you to follow through. Maybe your thing is to make the cookies, the ginger snap cookies from scratch. Well, make 6 more and put them on a plate and give it to somebody that you hadn't originally thought of. Maybe your thing is you shovel sidewalks. But go one more step and take your gift and do it with one more person this season. One of the final scenes of The Grinch is Cindy Lou Who kissing the Grinch on the cheek. And the Grinch takes his hand and he puts it over the kiss. And Cindy Lou says, "Your cheek." He's, oh. So he gets defensive. He's like, "Oh, I know. It's hairy." She's like, "No." "Oh, it's greasy." "No. It's stinky." She's like, "No. It's warm. Your cheek is warm." We can have that effect this Christmas. So let me be the first person to wish you a Merry Christmas, because what I'm really saying is I see you and I've got nothing but love for you. Merry Christmas. We're gonna do things in a little bit different of a twist, and Karen is going to lead us lead us in our healing prayer.
So I invite